Is risk on back in the Forex markets? Risk on leads to yen weakness, offering huge rewards to traders short Japanese yen. And we have seen some large moves from the yen market. In this video breakdown, we're going to be going over CAD yen, as risk on could drive this Forex pair higher. Now let's take a look at the price of CAD yen. I'm in the VIP trading room available to Blueberry Markets clients, and we're looking at CAD yen on the daily time frame. Now what I'm going to do is just look at the technicals here and look to see if there's any kind of ideas for traders who are looking at the risk on sentiment in the market. Now risk on will drive that yen weakness, and we can see CAD yen at the moment has been finding some support down here towards that 107.60 level. This is a daily chart, and what I can see is every time price comes into this level, we've seen price bounce away. So if price is going to find support in this range low, we could say, where could price end up going to? Now what I like to look for is just those key turning points. Look for those really simple key turning points in the market. One of those being this previous swing high here that formed on the 14th of November around about that 110.70 or 110.50, sorry, I should say. We've also got this high back here at 111, which could be targets for people looking to get long in this CAD yen market. So if we place a couple of levels in here, one around that 111 handle and one around that 110.60, we can begin to form a little bit of a zone for us in order to look for these key opportunities. So let's just quickly delete off these circles in here. Now when you're trading a range, it's crucial to be looking at those key areas of supply and demand, especially looking at areas down at the lows and at the highs. So we can definitely put a sort of a zone in and around here as well. So if I just grab the rectangle tool here, I can go from that sort of 111 down into that 110.60. From the support point of view, we can also kind of highlight the fact that we've come in around about that 107.70 all the way down into sort of the 107.20 zone. So that area there is going to be super important. Now I'm going to pop down to the hourly time frame, because what we should see within this sort of range here is the market in sort of a trending mode. And what I can see in particular, if I just go grab that brush tool again, is that price came down into that level and it formed a really important pattern. This is what we look for when price comes into key areas of support and resistance. It's the inverse head and shoulders pattern. The market makes a sort of left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, trades to the upside, forms a consolidation, rallies, price came back into that sort of consolidation level, and we've breached again to the upside. So this is very sort of positive in terms of looking for those bullish moves in the market. The market is following that sort of typical bullish trend price action on a lower time frame. So that's what I'm going to be looking for here. I want to see if can price continue to kind of give us those kind of patterns. Now looking at this hourly chart, there are a couple of different areas which are quite like as support and resistance. So if I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here, I'm just going to extend this up, and you can clearly see there's been a couple of points here where the market has found support. One area is down back towards this 108.46 level, and the other is just here, which is kind of ranging between 108.72 and the 108.56. I'm just going to highlight that with a rectangle, and the reason why I'm going to highlight this area is important for people looking to get long, because what it shows me is that basically when price found support through here, we had aggressive buying coming through in, but they paused that aggressive buying, and then buyers continue to drive price higher. So my theory is that there's lots of buy orders coming in around this area here, because they're looking to continue that bullish trend. So I want to see price come back into this area here, and then look for those familiar chart patterns on a lower time frame, like a 15-minute time frame or a 5-minute time frame, to suggest that buying is coming back in at this point. Now what we may want to do then is look for earlier sort of targets, and we can look for price to go and head for these key previous swing highs. So what we want to look for, can price come and hit the areas like this and this on its way up to that potential daily range level back to that 110.60. So keep an eye on the risk on in the markets. The way you can do that is by looking at the change on those yen pairs. If you see that there's lots of yen change going on, you can look at the potential risk on in the markets. If risk on continues, CAD yen could be heading towards that 110.60 area, which is about 100 to 200 pips away. Thanks for watching this video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.